let's look at indeterminate pronouns. See, when we were talking about subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive pronoun, intensive and reflexive pronouns, we knew who the subject of the action is, or we knew who we are talking about. I, me, he, she, they. We knew exactly who we were talking about. Compare that to a situation where we don't know as to who we are talking about. We are not sure exactly which person, either a noun or a pronoun, is the person that has done that action. And that is when we use these words which are called indeterminate pronouns, because we cannot determine by these pronouns exactly who we are talking about. So repeat after me, because there is a long list of indeterminate pronouns. We'll go through that. Repeat after me. Anybody, somebody, nobody, anyone, someone, no one, anything. See, when we use these words, immediately you know that we can't pinpoint that word to any of the nouns or pronouns that we know. These words indicate that we are not exactly able to focus on one person or one group of persons or one group of things or one thing. So it is indeterminate pronoun. There are more examples. Repeat after me. All, none, no one, nobody, both, each, either, neither, one, many, nothing, other. See, both is when we are talking about two people. Either is when we are talking about any one of them, any one of those two people, and we will see examples later on. Neither is when we are talking about not those two, and each is when we are talking about each one of those two. And I will explain these four terms in examples in a few minutes. Repeat after me. Someone, somebody, something, some, everyone, everybody, everything, every, anyone, anybody, anything, any. So these are some more examples of indeterminate pronouns. By using those, we are saying we are not sure exactly who is the doer of the action. Keep repeating after me some more indeterminate pronouns. Much, more, most, plenty, enough, little, less, least, another, others, few, fewer, several, such. See, be careful. Many of these words can be used as pronouns or other parts of English language, like and adjectives. Like when we say few tomatoes, it is being used as an adjective. Compared to that, if we say few were there, so few is being used as a pronoun. So don't worry, it is very common in English that the same word can be used as different forms of English language. Just be aware of it. Keep repeating me after me some more indeterminate pronouns: whoever, whosever, whomever, whomsoever, whichever, whatever. All these words are described somewhere else in this presentation on pronouns. Again, using these, you can immediately see we are not sure exactly who we are talking about or what we are talking about. Okay, here are some use in sentences of these indeterminate pronouns. So repeat after me. All passed in this class. Many did not expect to pass. Few did very well. One we thought will fail also passed. Many could do better. See here, instead of saying I passed, you passed, he passed, she passed, we are using a pronoun which is not specific to anybody. So it is an indeterminate pronoun. Same way, when I am saying many did not expect to pass, so suppose Jane, Joe and Joseph did not expect to pass. So instead of using their names, especially if there are many people, I will just use an indeterminate pronoun which does not indicate to any particular person or persons. So many did not expect to pass. Few, again similar to all and many, I am talking about a few people in the class that did not pass. But remember, I did not use any noun after few. If I say few students did very well, then few becomes an adjective because students is a noun and few is telling more about that noun. Be careful of that. Same way, one we thought will fail also passed. Now we are not telling that who we thought will fail, who did not pass. We are not telling it was Joseph or it was A, B or C student, but we are replacing it by an indeterminate pronoun that people don't know exactly who we are talking about. Same way, like many here, many is used as a indeterminate pronoun, and again if I said many students could do better, many becomes an adjective because it is telling more about the noun students. Now repeat after me. Both of you need to go to the hospital. Each of you must finish your homework. Either of you should be fine. Neither of you passed the test. This is an interesting part. Suppose there are two people, John and Joseph, and I am talking to them. And both of them say were playing and they got injured, so I will tell both of you need to go to the hospital. Suppose I am telling them about the homework, each of you must finish your homework. I am not saying that if only one person finishes the homework it will be fine. No, both John and Joseph, they have to finish their own homework. Suppose I need a little help in lifting something, and I don't mind whether John comes to help me or Joseph comes to help me, I will say either of you should be fine. And suppose I am giving them the news that neither John nor Joseph passed the test, I will say neither of you passed the test. So see the difference between both, each, either and neither. There is another term called either or, neither nor. We are not talking about that here. To understand either or, neither nor, listen to my presentation on either or, neither nor. But here we are talking of either and neither as part of both as indeterminate pronouns. When we said either of you should be fine, I am not specifying whether John will be fine or Joseph will be fine. Either means any, and so it is not determining, my statement is not determining who should be fine. Either of you should be fine. Repeat after me some more indeterminate pronouns used. Someone called you. There is somebody at the door. Aren't you forgetting something? You win some, you lose some. See, we use indeterminate pronouns so commonly in our day-to-day life, we don't even realize, but we use indeterminate pronouns so commonly. So someone called you, we don't know who called you, we don't know his or her name, and so we say someone called you. There is somebody at the door. We don't know who is at the door, we don't know that person, but we know there is somebody, so we will say somebody at the door. Aren't you forgetting something? Now we are not specifying that you are forgetting your keys for your car, or you are forgetting your mobile phone or cell phone, or you are forgetting to wear shoes. We are just saying, aren't you forgetting something? So something is an indeterminate pronoun. Next example, you win some, you lose some. Say if we said you win some fights and lose some fights, then some would have been an adjective. Because there is no noun following these, it is a pronoun. So it is replacing fights or competitions or exams or anything else. So because it is replacing a noun or a pronoun in an indeterminate fashion, it is called indeterminate pronoun. Some more examples of use of indeterminate pronouns. Repeat after me. Any will do. Has anyone seen my pen? Anybody can volunteer for the job. Anything can happen in the jungle. Now here any will do means, suppose I want a pair of socks and I have like 10 pairs of different colors, and I am asked which sock do you want, and I am not concerned, any will do, so I will say any will do. So any is replacing a noun or a pronoun, and it is an indeterminate. You can't say by my word any that I want red socks, or I want long socks, or I want warm socks. I'm just saying any will do. Same way, has anyone seen my pen? There is a class of say 20 students, 30 students, and I lost my pen, so I will say has anyone seen my pen? I'm not saying that has any boy seen my pen, has Ram, Sham, Jane, Joseph, they have seen my pen. I'm just asking to everybody without specifying has anyone seen my pen? Same way, anybody can volunteer for the job. I'm not saying that children below 12 years of age can volunteer or children above 12 years of age can volunteer. I'm not saying the strong people can volunteer or weak people can volunteer. I'm not specifying anything. I'm just saying anybody can volunteer for the job. Another indeterminate pronoun. When I say anything can happen in the jungle, I mean that you can, I'm not specifying what can happen, but maybe you can get lost, maybe you can come across a lion, maybe you can see a snake, maybe you can see a flower that you have never seen. So when I'm using the word anything, I'm not exactly telling anything in particular, but I am using a broad words to replace all those things that can happen as one word called anything. Again, we use indeterminate pronouns hundreds of times a day, and so be comfortable using these pronouns. Next, some example of use of more indeterminate pronouns. Repeat after me. Everyone should do yoga every day. Everybody we knew came to the party. Everything on the table is for sale. Every includes you too. So here, when we say everybody should do yoga every day, the meaning is clear. We are not saying again that teachers should do yoga or students should do yoga or the male should do yoga or female should do yoga. We are saying everyone. So everyone is the word which is replacing everybody's name. So it is an indeterminate pronoun because it is not exactly telling who, but it is telling everyone. Same way, everybody is just another form of everyone. Next is everything. Now there are 10 things on sale on the table: a book, a pen, a cup, a badminton racket, and without specifying, we are including all those things to say everything on the table is for sale. Again, everything word is replacing all those nouns. We could have said the pen, the bus, the whatever things were there, book, and all those things are on the table for sale. Instead of that, we replaced all these by the word everything. Last example, every includes you too. Suppose I said that every person has to do and somebody didn't do it. So I will tell them every includes you too. Suppose I say remove your shoes, or when you are at the airport they ask you to remove your shoes before you go through the security and somebody didn't remove it. So the person will say every includes you too. So every is an indeterminate pronoun which is replacing, say, you in this example, but it is being non-specific. Some more examples of use of indeterminate pronouns. Repeat after me. No one can leave before the bell rings. None of you is going to the picnic. Nobody came to my rescue. Something is better than nothing. So here, first thing again, see, indeterminate pronouns used so commonly in day-to-day life. In a class, suppose some people start getting ready before the bell rings and start leaving. So the teacher says no one can leave before the bell rings. Here he is not telling which students can't leave, but he is telling no one, which includes everything without using the name of everybody. Here none of you is going to the picnic. Again, the teacher is not, or the speaker is not identifying that which are the people who are not going to the picnic individually, but he is using a pronoun to replace that all those words by the word none. Similarly, no one came to my rescue. Suppose I was being chased by a dog and I asked for help, and Ram, Sham, John, Joseph, Jane, nobody came to my rescue. So instead of telling all those names, I will say nobody came to my rescue. Next example, something is better than nothing. Here we are not specifying what is better than nothing, or here both of them are indeterminate pronouns, something and nothing. So in nothing we are also not mentioning that what we mean by nothing, what are the things we are excluding when we are saying nothing. So this is another indeterminate pronoun we use in everyday life. Some more examples of indeterminate pronouns. Repeat after me. Much is lost when health is lost. Most is gone. Pass me some too. I have had enough. Little did he know that he was in trouble. Now here these show quantity of something, of some material. So but if we don't use the name or the noun of that material, then it is an indeterminate pronoun, because we are replacing that name by these pronouns. So if I said much gold is lost, then it is an adjective. But when I say much is lost, then much is an indeterminate pronoun. Same way, when I say most is gone, if I said most money is gone, then most will be an adjective. But when there is no noun after this, the word most is representing most money. So it becomes a word replacing a noun. Most money is gone, so most is gone, most is an indeterminate pronoun. And also when I use most, I am not telling that I am talking about money, or I am talking about food, or I am talking about water. So most is an indeterminate pronoun. Pass me some too, like we are eating some fruits and I'm sitting slightly away, so I will say pass me some too. So in some we are not telling how much, but pass me some too. Same way, I have had enough. Enough is a quantitative pronoun. It doesn't tell I have had enough of what. I have had enough of rain. I have had enough of tantrums. I have had enough of sweets. I didn't say that. So enough is replacing all those words. So it is a indeterminate pronoun. Same way, little did he know that he was in trouble, another indeterminate pronoun. So these were indeterminate pronouns. Now subscribe now for free to get information on our educational videos in different languages as and when they are released. Click here on the screen and subscribe for free. Our videos are free for now and forever for everyone in the world. Also, do not forget to share information on this site with your friends and family worldwide, because knowledge shared is knowledge multiplied.